Pisces, and welcome to your day. Thank you so much again for joining me. I just love it. Thank you. For our horoscope, we're going to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday together, a little bit different, but due to some different feelings I've been having, I'm going to trust my intuition and proceed in this way. We are going to have a whole summation of a long weekend, the energies that will be all around us throughout the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It'll be the advice of what to do, but there will also go over any situations that you may come across and the obstacles that will be embedded within those situations. So without further ado, today, two things have happened. The moon is now a waxing crescent. A tiny sliver of it is beginning to appear in the sky once again. And also it has transitioned into Aquarius. When the moon is in Aquarius, we are very drawn to social ideals. We will want to stand up for the little guy. We will want equality and we will want perseverance. We will be very focused. Our mind will not easily be changed in the next few days while the moon is in Aquarius. Aquarius, when the moon is in Aquarius, it can bring out the best in you. It makes you a really good friend. And it really brings out good qualities for anyone, And if you are an Aquarian, you're just even more so. But when we're in the waxing crescent, we've set our intentions during the new moon. We know what we want to accomplish. So while we're in the waxing crescent, we are relaxing into it. We are literally starting that process to understand exactly what is required ahead. We have not yet taken action, and we won't take action yet, believe it or not. You can start to take action now if you want, but it won't be the real work to come. What you do today is the planning and preparation for what must be done in the weeks ahead. So keep that in mind when we have our waxing crescent for the next 4 or 5 days. So for your reading, for your situation, first of all, this was a very active reading, a lot of cards jumping out. For your situation, what we have here is a lot of aggression, really. There is a lot of battling, literal battling, and a lot of hard to win but achievable victories. There is a conflict when it comes to any kind of listening right now, and there is also a struggle to maintain position. So that is the situation. You're battling over power with something. It already sounds like an obstacle, but that is not saying you can't do it. This is just where you're at. Maybe you're clearly already in this situation. So you're already dealing with others having negative views and not being able to communicate clearly, kind of like when, a Democrat and a Republican try to chat, it's not going to work. So you might find yourself completely communicationally at odds with someone, like completely opposite end of the spectrum. And in order to be successful, like you're going to have to struggle to maintain what you have. And so now that we know what you're dealing with, now we need to know what obstacles you have. Okay, clearly you've got some things going on. By the way, like super low cards. I always think things are really interesting when they just connect, because we've got 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7. It's just super, super low. Okay. So what we have as your obstacle is that the way you're looking at things, you don't understand that you're stuck. You don't understand that you need to be looking for help. You need to be looking elsewhere. You may be relying on teamwork, and that's not a bad thing to do, to physically try to get things done. but maybe the teamwork is the problem. Maybe it's not working out. Maybe you think everything's okay, but it's not. So the struggle, well, I definitely don't think you think it's okay. I think the problem here is just that there is going to be this need to move forward, a need to move on. And maybe you're not aware of that because teamwork is in play somehow. This is more than just you, which apparently it is if you're conflicting with others, So this teamwork is just where you see yourself, but the teamwork is the problem, and there's this real call to just, okay, what is a fourth option? We need a plan C, a plan D, a plan F. We need to completely find a new thing, because where we're at, we don't see the plan. We're stuck. We're trying to get help from others. It's not working. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the advice. The clear advice. The first and foremost is that you need a little luck and a little bit of understanding, a little bit of purity when it comes to where you're at. Quite literally, you're going to need a truce. You're going to have to come to a truce with people. Even if you don't agree, you just need to agree to disagree, okay? Just completely lay down your swords, quite literally, and just agree to disagree. Because there's other factors as well, like just because you can't support your arguments, it doesn't mean that compromise in some level isn't possible. There is this call that you've got to divide your efforts. You can't just keep going at it one way, which is kind of going along with that other card. You can't just keep saying, I am going to just keep ramming against this wall and expect a different outcome. That will not work. Literally, you're going to still have strife, I think, even in the advice. You've got to keep doing, pushing forward, but in a different way. But with the truce, it can't be a physical argument anymore. We've got to start giving and taking here. And the final advice is going to be just in general, knowing that victory doesn't always come. Oh, wait, this is different. Hold on. Make sure that there's no jealousy at play. Just throw that out there. See if it doesn't make somebody kind of stutter, I didn't think you knew that. Because you're going to need to just be generous when it comes to the compromise. You're going to want to maybe even give a gift of truce of some kind, just to get the argument to stop being so aggressive. Unfortunately, it seems like you are going to have to make these sacrifices to get there, but just throw that out there. Be like, hey, we need to be at a truce. I'll offer you this. I'm willing to do this, but are you sure you're not just completely jealous of me and all of my success right now? That's what you need to do. Just kind of back down just enough to knock their feet out from under them, with reality that any conflict and pushback you're getting that's making this more difficult is probably because people involved are being overly emotional, and they're not even aware maybe that they are extremely jealous of your abilities in some regard. I hope this has been helpful, truly. And I hope that your weekend goes really well. Apparently, there's going to be some issues that are a little bit more aggressive, but you've got this, Pisces. You've absolutely got this. I have 100% faith in you that you are going to be able to make these compromises, that you are going to be able to find these secondary solutions to your problems and make this teamwork be successful, and, make sure everybody's being called out. The jealousy, I don't know. Maybe it's in you. I don't know. Probably not. I'm not feeling that way. I'm not feeling that way at all. But just make sure that you're not bringing any negative energy to the table either. All right, that's all I have for you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Monday.